Hi everybody, I'm Kaylie. Welcome to Otome Tuesday, and for the month of October, I thought it might be fun to switch it up and have some spoopy fun playing the appropriately titled Halloween Otome. So we will just go ahead and dive on in. I know nothing about this Otome other than it is an Otome game that is Halloween themed. Oh, I have to choose my name. Do I want to play with minigames? I don't want my fate to be randomly decided, so I guess yes. And the winner is, drumroll please, a lucky lady by the name of Kaylie Sawas. Congratulations! You've won yourself an invite to one of the most exclusive and sought-after Halloween getaways ever. Man, am I jealous. Oh! We'll be in contact with you soon to sort out the details shortly. But for now, let's get back to some smooth tunes. His voice abruptly cuts off as my best friend Mira switch the radio off. Whoa, Mira. You won! You actually... I can't believe you get to... I'm so jealous! I actually won. I never expected to win. Going on a getaway surrounded by star-studded performers and hosted by the famous actor Eric Valdemar was exactly the kind of thing a social butterfly like Mira lived for. I, on the other hand, would just feel nervous and gauche around people of that nature. Maybe you can go in my place. Were you not paying attention to the rules? The prize is non-transferable. Oh, well, if I decline, they can pick... Oh, no, you don't. If I can't go, I sure as hell am not letting you back out. I need you to go and tell me all the details when you get back. Please, I won't ask you for anything else ever. Mira. Come on, you can't tell me there isn't a performer you want to meet. It's not just actors, it's singers, models, just all around famous people. Exactly. What if I make a fool of myself? I'll stick out like a sore thumb. Everyone's going to be in costume for the entire 2 weeks. They won't know you're not one of them. Besides, even if you mess up, it's not like they'll ever find out who you are. 2 weeks? Damn, what kind of party is this? Well, I guess I do have a few weeks vacation time stored up, but... Think about the type of food a fancy event like this will... If there's good food, I'm there. Okay, I relate to this heroine now, like we're on good terms. Yes, thank you so much. I'll love you forever. There's just one problem. What am I gonna wear? Sweat drop. Whoa. That's a cute little outfit. I have no idea what the hell I'm supposed to be, but... I looked around at all the magnificently costumed guests and couldn't help but feel out of place. My own costume, that of an elven archer, minus the elf ears, certainly wasn't cheap, but it made me feel like a little kid playing dress-up. I was too nervous to actually go up to anyone, so no one paid me any attention as I leaned against the wall. Mira's going to be very disappointed if the rest of the getaway is like this. I was contemplating trying to start a conversation when the lights went out. A murmur went through the hall. I could hear people shuffling, but I stayed where I was. There was less chance of being knocked over with the wall at my back, after all. It wasn't long before the lights flared to life once again, and everyone looked towards the staircase. It seemed that our host had finally decided to put in an appearance. Whoa. Good evening, and welcome to this here spooktacular event. He just said spooktacular. A collective groan rose from the crowd, but he continued without paying us any heed. I know that many of you have attended this event in previous years, but for the sake of the newcomers, I will explain the rules. Rules? Why do we need rules? Well, apart from the common sense ones. As always, we have a little game to make these 2 weeks much more fun. A few years ago, it was a murder mystery, and I think last year's contest was to see who could correctly guess the most people's identities. This year, we decided to spice it up a bit. You will be split into groups of 4 and given tasks to complete. Then you will be given points depending on if and how you complete them. The team with the most points wins. So it's sort of like a reality show, I guess. The crowd was silent. No enthusiasm. What do we win? The honor of being this year's champions. Another collective groan. This guy is a lot less cool than I thought he'd be. I kid. We do have amazing prizes, but those are a surprise. The mansion has been remodeled to suit the Halloween feel and cater to the tasks. There are also secret passages, but those are mostly for the servants to get around swiftly. If you enter them and get lost, it could be days before we find you, so please don't. To add to the fun, it is mandatory that you protect your identity until Halloween is over. It's so much more interesting interacting with people who don't know who you are. At least I don't have to worry about anyone finding out that I'm a nobody. I think that's it. How are we going to be put into groups? Do we decide? Oh, I totally forgot about that. The teams have already been randomly selected. When you return to your rooms tonight, you should find a dossier with all the details you need to know about your team. Any other questions? The Phantom? Really? Well, I've already done so many iconic roles that it's only fitting that I be the other Eric at least once. Well, I think that wraps up the formalities, so mingle. The lights cut out once again on his very last word before returning a few moments later. Drama queen. Well, he is. Shut up. And what is such a vision of loveliness doing standing all alone? I beg your pardon? You're not in the mood to socialize? Not particularly. Then I guess I should leave. You don't have to. He grimaced as he glanced at his watch. I actually do, but I hope we get the chance to spend more time together over the next 2 weeks. He shot me a brief smile before disappearing among the partygoers. Well, that was quite something. That brief encounter bolstered my courage enough that I looked around for someone else to talk to. To my left, there was a werewolf that looked like he was trying to blend in with the wall. And to my right was a mummy leaning disinterestedly against the wall and sipping at a glass of wine. Ooh, mummy. Everyone else seemed to already be absorbed in conversation. I want to talk to that hot mummy. I tried to use the walkover to think of something to say to him, but before I knew it, I was in front of him with nothing worthwhile to say. Oh, that's not good. Hi. His eyes flickered towards me for a second before returning to stare straight in front of him. The dismissal in the act was clear, but I decided to give it one more shot. This isn't quite your scene either. This isn't going anywhere. Maybe I'll have better luck with the werewolf. Oh, he's cute. I walked over to him, trying to look confident instead of nervous. Hi. He started before looking around for a second to see if I was speaking to someone else. Hi. You don't seem very comfortable. It's, my first time here. It's quite intimidating. This is mine as well. I definitely agree about it being intimidating. Yeah. Maybe we first-timers should stick together. Maybe, but, don't we have to stick to our own groups when the game starts? I guess we do. Still, we're bound to have some free time, right? I guess. I need to go. My manager is calling. See you later, then. Later. I watched him scurry off like a scared little rabbit. I didn't expect a famous person to be that skittish. I wonder what he does. The rest of the party was pretty uneventful, and I couldn't help but feel relieved to go to the room I'd be staying in. We had to hand our phones over to the servants before we left, so we wouldn't be able to cheat. I wasn't exactly happy about handing my phone over to a stranger, but no one else had complained, so I didn't either. I could finally take this costume off and relax. Before I could, however, I noticed that there was a file on the bed. Oh, right, my teammates. I hope they're nice. I opened the file to the first page and let out a groan. The mummy from earlier. Mr. Bandages, huh? Mr. Bandages, occupation, model. Skills, keeping awkward poses, speed changing, lip reading, sharpshooting, and intimidation. Skills? Why would we... Wait, what does my page say? I flipped the pages until I found mine. Miss Archer, skills unknown. At least it's not something embarrassing. So far it's me and Mr. Bandages. I hope the other two have better dispositions than he does. The Count. I turned the pages to see that the vampire that had approached me was one of my teammates. Occupation, actor, skills negotiating, speed changing, trivia, navigating, food connoisseur. Well, they're both good at speed changing. Does that mean, like, changing your clothes really fast, I assume? The Count. At least he's friendly. Now for the moment of truth. The last member of the team is Mr. Wolf. Occupation, singer, skills, reading music, playing various instruments, dancing, writing music, singing, former Boy Scout. Aw, how cute. I heaved a sigh of relief. A shy teammate is much better than a jerky one. I wonder if we'll be able to work together or if we're doomed to fail from the start. No point in worrying about that now, though. I need to get some sleep. I had just finished putting on one of my spare costumes. They asked us to pack spares so that we wouldn't have people randomly switching costumes every day and causing confusion when Otome played throughout the room. Good morning to all my wonderful guests. Well, I guess the mansion is big enough to warrant a PA system. I hope everyone slept well, because you're going to need your energy. It's too early for this. The first task is about to begin. Shouldn't we at least get breakfast first? Each team has been assigned a meeting room, and everyone should be receiving a page with directions and the task objective right about now. As he said that, a sheet of paper slid under the door and into the room. Did he seriously have his staff? Good luck! Another tone signaled the end of the announcement. Might as well get this over with. Maybe then I'll get to eat. I swiftly made my way to the meeting room to see Mr. Wolf already there looking around. Good morning, Mr. Wolf. Miss Archer, good morning. So, any idea where the rest of our teammates are? Or if we're going to get breakfast soon? I'm starving. I'm not sure. I haven't really met them. I have an energy bar if you want it. Before I could finish responding, the door swung open to reveal an irate Mr. Bandages. What is this? He slammed a page down onto the table. My skill sheet? Exactly, a skill sheet, except there are no skills. It'd be just like Eric put me in a group of useless people. Calm down, Mommy. What kind of gentleman refers to a lady as useless? The Count walked into the room, unperturbed by Mr. Bandages. What did you just call me? That is hardly important right now. You're right. What is important is this task. I refuse to lose this game of his. Again, you mean? It's not like you've ever won. How would you know that? The previous winners were all either females, old men, or child stars. Really, it's not that hard to figure out. Seemingly finished with that conversation, the Count turned his attention from Mr. Bandages to me. Miss Archer, it's delightful to see you again. Likewise, I honestly wasn't expecting to be put into a team with anyone I met yesterday. It must be fate, although I do apologize for you having to put up with Mr. Living Dead over there. I was saved from having to answer by the arrival of a waiter wheeling in a breakfast cart. Food, yes! I really identify with this heroine. Perfect timing. I was starting to get a bit hungry. This isn't the time for food. There's always time for food. We do need energy. You've been outvoted, Mr. Grumpy. Fine. We all sat down to eat the delicious food. Mr. Bandages didn't even wait for us to finish eating before bringing up the game again. The first task seems easy enough. It's finding and opening a door, right? Yes, but knowing Eric, it's probably not that simple. The task requires 3 people, so I'd say you're right. What happens to the 4th person? They will be taken to the goal area by the staff to wait for the others to arrive. I don't know why you're telling her this. It was written on the page with the task. I hadn't actually bothered to read more than the directions earlier. I can sit out if no one else wants to, that is. Your skills might actually be useful. It's Miss Archer who is apparently no skill, so she should sit out. Hey, I have skills. Well, what are they? I know how to drive a man crazy. That's for me to know and you find out. I, for one, have people skills. Yeah, I'm gonna backsass this sassy little mummy. This isn't a social event. Actually, it sort of is. I mean, my manager made me come to network, so... That's besides the point. I want to win, not make friends. Well, you'd be alone in that. Then maybe I should do this game alone. Because that's worked so well for you in the past. Be careful or you'll get yourself taken off every task. I'm the leader. Says who? I'm the most logical member of our team, so I'd say it's only There's nothing natural about it. A leader requires people skills, which you obviously lack. Do you want to be leader? Because that timid wolf certainly isn't going to do it. No. I didn't think so. But I say we let Miss Archer lead. What use is a leader who... All in favor? I'm not opposed. I guess I don't have a problem with it. You've been outvoted again. You may want to work on those people skills of yours. Fine. I'm not going to argue about this. Well, leader, how should we proceed? Do we know anything about this door we need to find? It's hidden and has a special lock. That's it? Pretty much. Then I guess we should split up and look for... Actually, we need to choose our team first. Right, okay, I guess I'll pick... Actually, I think I'm going to end it right here for now. We will find out in the next episode who I pick to go with me on this first challenge, and we will continue. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you like the video, and thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you on the next spooktacular Otome Tuesday. Bye, guys! Like I said, it'll kill her. Well, we'll have to be extremely careful then. I'm glad to find someone in this place who doesn't hate my lady. Who said I didn't hate her? Huh?